Hi everyone, welcome back. This is day 6 of our 2-week mat Pilates challenge. No equipment needed. If you have a mat, amazing. Otherwise, you can use a towel or you can use a blanket. But I hope you're feeling amazing. Day 6, we've only got 8 more days to go until we finish. So let's get into it. We're going to be started in a nice seated position. The legs crossed over. We're just going to place our hands directly onto our knees. And then when we're ready, we're just going to take a few shoulder rolls just all the way backwards. Nice. And then bring that forwards. Finding a seated position, we're going to extend those legs out, just feet planted onto the mat. We're going to bring those arms all the way up so they're parallel to the mat. We're going to retract our shoulders all the way back and down. And then when we're ready, taking a nice deep inhale as we tuck the tailbone under and then start to roll our upper body all the way down to the mat. Arms come up and overhead. And then exhale as you come all the way up, really using your breath to help you as you come up here. Nice. Deep inhale, tuck that tailbone under, create that C curve in the spine. And then roll the hands all the way back. Inhale on the way up. So really nice sequential movements, trying not to use momentum here. We really want to be engaging our core, connecting that to our breath. And then really nice, just coming all the way back down. Last one, coming all the way back up. Great. With that left arm, we're going to rotate that arm all the way back, creating a nice arm circle. Bring that left arm up parallel and then coming over to the right side. Nice. So we're just creating those arm circles, swimming those arms all the way back. The gaze goes round to the back, following your fingertips. Really nice. Option to stay here, option to take this into a double arm roll. So you're rolling both of those arms all the way back and down, keeping the gaze forward this time. Last two. Nice. Last one. Coming all the way up. We're going to roll halfway down and then coming all the way back up. So instead of going all the way down, we're just going about halfway down until you feel that bite start to kick in and then come all the way back up. So again, inhale on the way down, exhale to bring yourself all the way back up. Option to stay here, or option to add in an arm row. So you're coming back halfway, you're rowing back with that left elbow, coming back with the right elbow, and then reaching all the way back up. Nice, keep flowing through, keeping that breath moving. Exhale as you bring yourself forward. Inhale to come all the way back. Last four. Last three. Last two. Last one before we come all the way back. We're just going to hold back in that halfway position. You're going to bring those arms all the way up overhead and then all the way back down. The upper body stays as still as possible. It's just your arms that are moving. Nice. Exhale to reach up. Inhale to come in. We've just got 8. Last 7. Last 6. Final 5. Last 4. You've got this. 3. Final 2. Last 1. Holding up here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, coming all the way up. Taking a little wiggle out through your body. We're then just going to roll all the way back. Legs come up to a tabletop this time. And then your arms are going to come up towards the ceiling. Make sure you've got a nice 90-degree bend here in your knees. And then when we're ready, we're just going to extend the right leg all the way out and then back in. Left leg goes out and in. So you're alternating through those legs. Exhale to extend. Inhale to draw in. And then you have the option to bring in those arms as well. So you're extending the opposite arm to opposite leg, coming into those dead bugs. Exhale to reach. Inhale to draw in. Last 6. Last 5. Final 4. Last 3. Final 2. Last 1. Great. Now we're going to extend both of those legs all the way back and then all the way back in. So you're extending those legs, bringing them back in. Arms are just up towards the ceiling. If this is too intense on your lower body, you can just create those toe taps. You're just hinging forwards from those hips, coming all the way down. We've just got 6 here. Last 4. Final 3. Final 2. Last 1. We're going to hold out. We're just going to flutter those legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Bringing them all the way in. Rocking out side to side. Placing those feet down onto the mat. We want to find about a hip distance with those feet, making sure that the toes are tracking away from your body. And you can just about touch your heels with your fingertips. Your arms are just placed down next to you. And then you want to try and create a little pocket of air underneath the small of the lower back. And imagine that a little blueberry is planted underneath the small of your lower back there. When you're ready, we're going to take a nice deep inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to squash the blueberry and peel those hips all the way up. So coming into a nice diagonal line, making sure that you're not flaring out through the ribs. You've just got a nice straight line. Taking a nice deep inhale at the top and then exhale to bring your hips all the way down, moving one vertebrae at a time, creating the space underneath the small of your lower back. And then moving through, squashing that blueberry, peel those hips all the way up, really squeezing in through the glutes, and then coming all the way back down. Option to stay here, option to bring those arms up towards the ceiling, just getting rid of those stabilizers. Amazing work, everyone. Really squeezing through the glutes here, coming all the way up, almost bringing those feet back towards your upper body. Final 3. Final 2. Final 1. Staying lifted through those hips. We've just got tiny pulses up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying lifted, really squeezing through the glutes. We're going to shift the weight into the right foot, and then we're going to lift up that left leg. If you need a bit more stability through your upper body, feel free to drop your arms back down towards the mat. But otherwise, we're just going to take our marches. So dropping that foot down, picking up the alternate foot, and then just marching through, really squeezing through, really pushing through the foot that's down onto the mat. Really nice, slow, controlled movements here. If you have your arms lifted, try extending that left arm to the back whilst your right leg is lifted. So alternate arm to alternate leg, like we were doing in those dead bugs. Last 5. Last 4. Final 3. Last 2. Final 1. Staying lifted through those hips. We're just going to lift up through those heels and then place those heels back down. Just 8 more here. 7. 6. 5. Stay lifted. Stay with me. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Nice. Bring those hips all the way down. Really nice slow movements. Bring those knees all the way in. Okay, we've just got a few more minutes before we go into a nice cool down. So I want you to try and find a nice right angle bend with those knees again. So keeping those legs into tabletop. Arms are just connected down into the mat. Triceps connected. We're going to extend that left leg. And then we're going to lift that left leg all the way up. We're going to flex the foot and bring it all the way back down. Option to stay here, option to bring your fingertips to your temples, your elbows go out wide. And as you're reaching that leg up, you're crunching all the way in, flexing the foot, and then bring that upper body all the way back down to the mat. So exhale to reach, and then inhale to drop all the way back. Last 5. Stay with me, last 4. Final 3. Last 2. Nice. Last 1. You're going to stay lifted with the upper body. You're going to bend that left leg. And then we're going to go over to the right hand side. You're going to extend that left leg all the way back. And then coming up through center, twisting over to the other side. The right leg extends, moving over to the left side. And then we're going to cross back through. So you're bending round to the opposite side to the leg that's being extended to the back. Really nice. Final 6. Last 5. Final 4. Last 3. Stay with me. Last 2. Final 1. Great. Now twisting over to that left side, you're going to extend that right leg away. Keeping that right toe pointed, you're then just going to bring that right foot up, flex the foot, bring it all the way down. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Final 2. Last 1. Nice, bring that leg all the way in. You're going to crunch through center, and then we're going to extend that right leg back to the back of the room, and then we're going to bring it all the way up to the ceiling, flex the foot to bring it all the way down. Your upper body is lifted. If this does get a little bit too intense through the upper body, you can lift your head back down to the mat, but try and stay with me for the final 6. Last 5. You've got this. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Great, bringing that knee all the way in, hugging both your knees in, and you are done. Well done, everyone. When you're ready, rolling up, finding a nice seated position like you did at the start, crossing those legs through. We're going to bring those arms all the way up to the ceiling, interlace the fingers at the top, just taking a nice deep stretch through the back. And then that left forearm is going to come down to the mat. Right arm comes up and over, just taking a nice deep stretch through the side body. Great, coming all the way up and over to that left side. Nice, coming all the way up through center. Thank you so much, everyone. That was day 6 of our 14-day mat Pilates challenge. We have only got 8 more to go, so I hope to see you again tomorrow for another 15-minute workout, and I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much.